Good evening, everyone. Thank you, everyone, to lock in, to learn together in the starting of 2023 through a way we can have our relationship at workplace much better. We want to be happy every day when we go for work. We want to have a better relationship because having good relationship actually is the source of wealth. And having good relationship actually is our wealth. Just now, Apple, she told us a story of Pen. Pen's story is very, very important. When she said that to turn me into a lady, I really look into the screen if I had changed into a lady. Just now, the Ipe has introduced me. I will let you all know. 2012, we started this DCW, this company. This is to train this diamond cutter wisdom. When I do this workshop, talking about relationship at workplace, 2016 until now, it's already 7 years. Together with my business partner, Teacher Jenny, Teacher Grace, when I review this 7 years, when we had meeting, it, so I've never seen, not even once in a meeting, we had quarrel. For the colleagues, for myself, I have not thrown temper to my colleagues, my team. We have good relationship. So I think I'm going to share with everyone. There are 3 main points I would like to share with everyone. At the beginning of a year, if we're able to master these 3 main points, then you become a very shining colleague, boss, or the manager at your workplace. Then at your workplace, then you're very happy. Then your wealth will be getting better. Yeah, 3 main points. Just now, Apple told us about this pen story. This pen story tells us that external world, what we see, the thing, the people, that everything comes from us. Yeah, it comes from us. It includes also what we experience, very harmonious relationship at workplace. Yes, then congratulate to you. This wonderful relationship is your pen, and it is so nice. You have to reinvest. If you don't reinvest, then this perfect relationship may not remain. The other way, that maybe at workplace you're not happy with the relationship, it's all right. This is your pen. So this being happy at workplace, it comes from my seed. So if I want to change the seed, I can create very harmonious and wonderful workplace. Why pen story is so important? Because everything comes from me. So you have to be clear of this concept, whether it's good or it is bad. At workplace, it comes from me, my seed. So you do training at your company. Do you sell seats for good relationship, for happiness? And listening seat? Sorry, we don't sell the seats. If we sell seats, that means that I have the controlling power. We teach you how to plant the seeds. So when you understand, every time, everywhere, you can plant them and you don't have to depend on us. So 3 main points. So to have good relationship at workplace, there are 3 main points. I, I want to tell you all in more details through what ways to plant. 3 ways. Our action, 2, our speech, number 3, through our thinking in our mind. You also plant the seeds. So you speak, you think, you plant the seeds. Wow, these are the 3 ways. So I will tell you all one by one. We talk about the deed, the action. I see here those who turn on the video are not many. Whether you have turned on or not, the first important point, the first is very important in what you do. You look at yourself first, right? When you take photo, you look at your face. Just look at yourself. You think that you're happy, or your face look a bit bitter, or you look a bit strict. I see 2, 4, 6, 8. I see about 8. Okay, now I want to look at others' faces. Okay, you look at that. How are the expression? You don't look at yourself, look at those beside you. So you feel nice or not? You feel it's nice or not nice? Yeah, you feel nice. Maybe it's beautiful or pretty. And Apple is always smiling. You feel very happy seeing him. I see Tingy. Yeah, nodding the head. Yeah, yeah, in blue shirt. Yeah, she agrees. When you see happy face, you be happy. When you see bitter face, you feel bitter too. So check your own face at workplace. What face do you carry at your workplace? So do you like that when the boss or the colleague talking with a bitter face? Even when the person is complain about you, it's with a smiling face. You feel better, right? A happy face at the workplace or a bitter face at workplace. This is the first thing you have to check. So what has resulted in a black face, in a happy face? There must be a reason. So check the reason behind. Normally, I discover that myself. A lot of people having this bitter face is because not happy. Because at workplace, we compare. What does it mean by compare? Why I do so much, the other person do so little. So why I just get a little percent, the other one gets such a high percent in increase of salary? So at the very starting, I start to compare. When you start to compare, then you have an uncomfortable feeling. Then you cannot smile. Then you have a bitter face appears. So you have to check yourself. We have to start. Don't think that compare is such a simple thing. So I help my colleague, but my colleague doesn't help me. I praise my colleague much more than my colleague praise me. It's really scary for being unhappy. It's not just at that moment. It's continuously you feel unhappy because you keep playing the video. So I see a lot of you nod the head. I think we are the same. You can shake your head if you don't agree. So if we keep replay and replay, then you feel unhappy, you become bitter, and then you become black face. So at this point, do you think you can focus on your work? No, right? If you cannot focus to work and have this black face, will the people get near to you and ask, oh, can I help you? Why do you have bitter face? Yeah, when people see you, then they get far away from you. Yes, then you have less and less this good relationship. Yeah, this is the first checking. Look at your own face and look at what kind of face you have. Always bring a smile to go for work. Do you know that teacher signing is so difficult? When you feel uncomfortable, it's so difficult. When the boss praise me, praise the other colleague more than me, because the boss praising others more than you. So that day, do you have to do work? Yes, of course you have to. It doesn't mean that you have black face and you don't have to work. Why not? With the understanding of pen, where does it come from? I see the unfair in my boss. The boss likes someone else more than me. It must come from me. What is the seed? It means that is easily we are prejudiced. So keep on checking and checking and brighten up your face. And you have to start to stop replaying the video. Stop the video of unhappiness. If you keep being unhappy, if you keep planting the seed, then your relationship will be getting worse and worse. If someone, a colleague who is always have the bitter face, or a person like Apple, even have problems still smiling. So, so the expression on your face, you make people feel to get near to you or far away from you. That's the first point. It is easy, isn't it? But it seems very difficult too. Yeah, just listen. Okay, second important point. This comparison. First is the action. Number two, the speech. When we start to compare, then we are not happy, then we become bitter. Then we'll become calculative. Why do so much? Why should I keep on do so much? My boss will not praise me. Then my boss wouldn't give me such increment in salary. Why should I do it? Then calculative, and you think that prejudice the boss. this colleague, when she was busy, I helped before, but now she was not helping me. Then you talk about about complain about this colleague to others. And even when you go home, you will complain to your husband, your parents, or your friends because of your comparison, calculative. Then you start to complain. When you start to do that, then you see that a lot of people start to complain about you. And your boss will start to complain about you. Why are you doing things not effective? And then the customers will also complain you because you have done something wrong. It is something that cannot be done. You have told the customer, but this customer complained. Why that these people cannot see what I have put in effort, but just only see my mistakes. So colleague, the subordinates, the boss, and even go home, you still being complained. And it's the family members who really make me frustrated. So we have to plan the opposite. If you understand what Apple has said, pen story, where does this pen come from? Yeah, show me the action. Yes, everyone is very brave saying coming from me. If it's coming from you yourself, then you can change because the truth is it comes from you. So behind the back, we start to complain, then we plant this more of this complaint seeds. Then at our workplace, you get complained more by others. So do you think that you have a good relationship? If you don't have this good relationship, can you work happily? Okay, number two, you have look at that. Do you have in this complaining speech? And you have to plant this praising seed to see others' good points, to see the good points on others. Everyone has good points. So everyone has weakness and also good points. So can I let the subordinates, my customers, my suppliers see my good points, even if I make mistake? So we have to start to plan more, start to see others' good points. If you keep on planting, seeing others' good points, I would like to ask my boss, even if I have a lot of weakness, bad points, he's like blind. Then he will adjust to see my good points. Yes, I actually put in effort. He can't see because we keep on looking at others' bad points. So this pen I planted is seeing the bad points of others. So if now I start to see the good points of others, the pen I planted out, then the boss will see the good points of me. So if the boss see your good points more, will your relationship get better? And your customers, if the subordinates see your good points, so will you be happy? Will you have a better relationship? You have witness bad points, but people won't see it. People still would like to get near to you. So this is number 2. Cut down the complaining and see more good points of others, because everyone has good points and bad points on one person. Just let the person, make the person become blind, won't see the bad points and see the good points. Okay, number 3. Just now we talked about this speech, praise. Number 3 is in our mind to check that. Every day, check that. So have we been taking for granted in our mind a lot of things? So when I'm busy, the colleagues should help me. The customers should understand the difficult part of me, why I do this decision. The subordinates should know my difficulty. I have done so many years. I should have the bonus for many years. And the increment of percentage should be high. I should get this. But for should be taking for granted. So when I'm busy, the colleague didn't help me. So the customer to understand my difficulty, no. Then we feel very unhappy. So we have to turn this. We have to have this gratitude in our workplace. Even today, I get this bonus. I have to thankful. Even if this colleague has not really helped me fully, I still have to be grateful. Yeah, for the customers there is, then we have to be thankful. So in our heart, we always must have this gratitude. So for this, we won't take for granted in our workplace. First, to check whether you have a black face. If you keep comparing, then you have to turn it and start to give a smiling face. Number 2, check yourself that you keep complaining at your workplace, and you have to see the good points of others. And the third point is don't take things for granted. To have this gratitude. So at this workplace, I have to be thankful to have this job. Think about it when you have good relationship. At workplace, everyone just love you. Not only that, at workplace that you have this good relationship, then you become the shining one. Just think about that. Okay, I pass the time back to Epei. Thank you, Teacher Sunny. Teacher Sunny has told us 3 important points. So your relationship will be very, very good. And then when you do work, will be very smooth. Okay, now we have this Q&A session. If there's anything that you don't understand, now you may ask. Or you have some questions that you have some problems you face at your workplace, you may ask. Again, let's invite Teacher Sunny out and you can ask your question. Any question, everyone? Uh, so the senior colleague says he has more experience and want us to listen. What shall we do? This is a good question. when we hear this senior colleague saying that to listen to him, I would like to ask, we would be happy when we meet this. If I'm a boss or manager, the subordinate not listening to you, you won't be happy. If in our life we understand what Apple Liang has talked about the story, if the colleague keeps on saying that his experience is so good, that means that this colleague comes from. So in the daily life, we have to check. So is it that often we don't accept others' opinion? I discover that a lot of us, myself too, if you have partner, what my partner suggests, I won't listen to it. We will tell the children that I eat I eat the salt more than the rice that you eat. So in daily life, a lot of little tiny places we planted all the seeds. So we see that the colleague will say that to us. So the seed is very tiny. The seed of the watermelon is very small, right? The fruit is very big. So for the mind, when this open up, is even bigger. Yeah, this one it says that I walk through the bridges more than the route that you walk through. So when you know this, then you stop to say this. So start to think about it and accept others' opinion. So among the colleagues, I will see the colleagues gossip. This person, the relationship good, this and that person not good. This come from a very special seed. This is not a meaningless deceit. What are the meaningless things? Yes, when we see the stars, the actors, actresses, yeah, we see them very handsome, very pretty. And we talk about their marriage. Like for example, we see this car accident, and if we see that it's the young people, then we see that oh, so young must be taking the father's the car. So we not realize that we have talked about this kind of meaningless speech. So we must cut down in our daily life. What we see, what we hear about this this current issue. What should we do? I receive a lot of these messages about donation. So send this message to others. This is a meaningful act. Then you will see you will cut down a lot of gossips. So in our daily life, whatever we see, people or things, it all comes from us. So to be careful not to plant in our mind. So we can create a wonderful workplace through these 3 points. So my sharing these 3 points actually belongs to three tools in level 5. First, so the culprit in the shower. Yeah, for those unhappy one, why my boss treat me like that? This is the deeper tool in level 5 for the speech, for complaining others. So in level 5. So this is the invisible partner. When we complain others, we are not respecting others' relationship. We think that others cannot hear that. So this is in level 5, the invisible partner. Number 3, so in the mind. So not to we have to be gratitude, not to take for granted. So this is level 5, and this is croissant, contemplation. I hope that you all will learn more tools to gain your good relationship. Then we become a better us. So I pass back to our MC. We still have some time. We can still have one question. So how to plan this to have gratitude? Sometimes we'll feel that it is too polite to keep on saying gratitude. Yeah, through gratitude, we can, through speech. Sometimes you are not able to say it. For example, the client, we cannot just call the clients, everyone, to say thank you. Yeah, it could be through the mind to give this gratitude. For this gratitude, it's not only speech. If a lot of people saying thank you to you, aren't you happy? So there is another way, is through the mind to say thank you rather than keep judging others. Why this person is not helping me? Why this subordinate is not listening to me? So tonight, so from this taking for granted, including our family members, we take for granted for our family members quite often. We can start to change the seat. There's another tool. If you plant at home, then you see the change in the workplace. And your boss and your colleagues not taking for granted, and you come and also help you. It's only through planting then we can change that.